Hi and welcome back to Cut the Craggle for a very exciting news update. We now have finally pictures of LEGO Sonic the Hedgehog sets. We are getting an actual wave of sets based on Sonic the Hedgehog. We got LEGO Dimensions what seems like decades ago. We got the LEGO Idea set, which was good, although it was based on entirely the wrong game. And now we are actually getting a wave of sets. It's a bit weird. I feel like if they were going to do it, they should have done it last year, with the new movie and the anniversary. But, okay, whatever. But these do look really good. Interestingly, they're kind of following the Lego Mario theme format because they're giving us this sort of course builder style. But unlike Lego Mario, we are getting actual minifigures. And that is what makes me most happy, because we've only had Sonic as a minifigure before. Now the Sonic in these ones does look, I think, more like the LEGO Dimensions one than the classic style Sonic that we got in the LEGO Idea set, and I'm okay with that. There does seem to be a few differences. We'll go through the sets. The first set I'm looking at here is 76990 Sonic's Speed Sphere Challenge. It's going to go for $34.99 US or $24.99 Great British Pounds here in the UK. And this seems to be like sort of, I guess, the starter kit almost in a way. It's got this kind of like plunger thing that Sonic normally jumps on and bounces up in the air in the games. But with this, they're showing you sort of hitting it with your fist and it shoots out what almost looks like the gyrosphere from Jurassic World. You put your minifigure in there and it basically sends him flying as if he's sort of running off in a ball blur. And in this set, you get a little mini archway, a slope, and some blocks to knock over as well. That's, I think, a palm tree and maybe a sort of like sunshade thing. It's pretty simple, but I think it's just kind of like the entry into the theme. And it does give us a new Sonic figure and also one of the Beetle Bug Badniks. I'm drawing a blank of what the actual name is, but still, one of the iconic Badniks from the original games. It looks super cool, and I can see that being one that a lot of us are going to pick up. The second one here is Tails' Workshop and Tornado Plane, and this is going to go for $39.99 in the US and $37.99 in the UK. It does seem a bit pricey. It's 376 pieces. The build is that kind of basic, almost V shape where you have one sort of back wall and then two side walls that are coming off at an angle. It's a facade, if barely that. You get a little card, a couple of little mini builds. There's like what looks like a sun lounger. There's a Badnik. But the biggest thing in this is the tornado plane. I've wanted a tornado plane Lego set for ages. In a video a long time ago, when I hoped they were going to do sets based on Sonic the Hedgehog 2 the movie, I said they needed to give us a tornado, Tails' red iconic biplane, and now we're finally getting one. And of course, with the plane, we are also getting a Tails minifig. He looks absolutely fantastic. He's got a brand new molded head, as you expect. He's also got a new piece for his twin tails. This Sonic Hedgehog actually is a different variant. This one is winking with his left eye, so that's cool. So we're not getting the same Sonic minifigure across all the sets. Next up, we've got Amy's Animal Rescue Island. This is going to go for $49.99 in the US and $46.99 here in the UK. And this is basically the LEGO Friends entry into this wave of sets. It still looks like it's kind of set a Green Hill Zone, but some of the other colour schemes give it that sort of LEGO Friends vibe. And you're going to get too many figures in this. You're going to have Amy, of course. She looks great. Got a new molded piece. She looks very much like her appearance in LEGO Dimensions. She's got her hammer as well. And we're also getting Tails. No Sonic, actually, looking at this picture. Tails, I think, is the same minifigure from his own set. There might be a slight variant there. And you're also getting a brick-built Badnik. It's one of the crab ones. And again, I cannot remember the name of the Badniks. I'm sorry. Shame on me, I know. But it looks pretty decent. It is, again, a bit expensive. And, with this one, I'm not actually seeing how the kind of the sphere course bit ties in. This just looks like a normal playset. And maybe that's what they're going for with this one. Then the largest one is Sonic's Green Hill Zone Loop Challenge. That's 76994. It's going to go for $99.99 in the US and $94.99 here in the UK. And it is definitely the biggest one in this set. This has like the full course. It has the plunger device that you use to send the sphere off. That comes in the other set, the Speed Sphere Challenge. It has a loop-the-loop, which looks a lot like the one we've got in the Lego City, the bike racers ones. We've also got a slope and a giant ring to jump through, and some other sort of like, you know, side builds. What also excites me with this one is that you're going to be getting a Robotnik, what looks like a Big Fig, or at least something similar to a Big Fig. It's hard to tell. He's in basically one of his contraptions, one of his floating ball things, but with arms on there. It looks like he can also dock into the bottom part of a mech with legs on there as well. Actually, as well, minifigure wise, you're also getting Amy in this set as well as Sonic. And again, she looks very, very similar to the one in her own set. But it does look like a very, very, very cool set. I don't know if it's going to be worth almost £100 or $100 US. But it's Sonic, so you know I'm going to end up buying these. The biggest disappointment as I'm sitting here looking at these is there's no Knuckles. Like, I totally get why they wanted to include Amy, you know, have some female representation in this theme. That's fine, you know, they've done a fantastic job with her minifigure. But considering they've repeated her in 2 sets, and they've also repeated Tails, like, couldn't they have given us Knuckles? He's such an integral part of the Sonic mythos, you know? You always think of Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. And especially since he was in the last movie, you know, he was a prominent character in that. He's getting his own TV spin-off show. They've just announced production of that has started for Paramount Plus, and he is my favourite character. You know, that's got to count for something, right, Lego? What's going on? Where's Knuckles? I'm hoping that we're gonna get a second wave in this theme. I hope that's already in the pipeline, but if we don't get a Knuckles minifigure, I'm gonna be really pissed. But anyway, let me know what you think of these sets. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on notifications, all that jazz, and I will see you next time. Laters!